everyone, welcome to my post-match reaction for Liverpool versus Chelsea. I'm happy. My boys won the game and we played very well. Gosh, there's so many talking points on this game, but I'm gonna go ahead and start off with just team selection. I was actually pretty excited with Tuchel's selection. I was a little bit questionable about Ziyech, but the guy needs some game time as well. And obviously with that formation, we were able to keep Liverpool at bay and really stifle them. I mean, those guys were not able to get a shot on target till the 84th minute. One shot. I mean, that's insane. Just looking at that back line, Christensen, Rudiger, these are all people that, Frank Lampard had pretty much knocked off the team. These guys were fringe players. Same thing with Tomori, who's doing really well at AC Milan. And look at these guys. These guys held off against Firmino, Mane, and Salah and did a really good job playing out the back from that Liverpool press, which, pretty early on in the game, first 15 to, through this first half, the Liverpool press was on point, but Chelsea held on and those boys played out the back, even though it's not really their strengths. The Timo Werner goal, let's talk about VAR. Like, Timo Werner's goal was extremely unfortunate because to me, I feel like that should have been, a goal any given day. Once those stupid lines start getting drawn, that just kills the game for me. But then on the same token, I feel like Conte had a handball in the box. That should be a penalty all day because his hands were up. Even though, you could call it natural or not, but to me, I've seen that given. So I don't understand why that PK wasn't given on Liverpool's favor, but I'm not complaining. I just think VAR is trash. Timo Werner has been, gosh, he's keeps making himself seen every game. Like, his work rate is extremely top notch. He's making those runs on the shoulder. I feel like a lot of the Chelsea players still don't see him to thread that pass in where he can run up on the ball and maybe have an attempt on goal. But they're at least trying to feed him with the overhead balls, which is still nice. I mean, I think that's keeping the defense stretch on the opposition teams because they have to watch out for that pace. But Timo Werner, hands down, is doing a really good job. And I think if he keeps on working at it, the goals will eventually come. He's not clinical. He's doesn't have the best touch in the world, but clearly Tuchel's doing something to help that boy out. Mason Mount, man of the match. This boy is, I compare him to a Lampard or Steven Gerrard. He's coming up the ranks. He's got the basic 101s. He's not super fancy, nothing crazy, just 101, right? He's got the energy. He can shoot. He reads the game well. And I think he injects a decent amount of passion to the team. So he's been my man of the match for several games, and I'm really proud of him. And I hope that, Chelsea can reward that work rate with some goals up front, which, is really my last point. Chelsea's still struggling with goals. We need to shop for a top striker that's been tried in the EPL. I don't think Haaland or any of that. I think that if we had a Sergio Aguero or a Harry Kane type of striker, or hell, even Raul Jimenez from Wolves, any of those players in this Chelsea team will make that front start buzzing. I mean, they're going to create chances out of nothing. And so I think that's what we're missing right now. We don't have that. And once we have that, you better watch out. All right, guys, that's it for me. This is Ski Field. Later.